Tastes like victory. How you doing, pal? Good to see you. Guess what? I got myself a matcha green tea latte because, well, number one, it's my favorite drink at Starbucks at the moment. But I'm celebrating today because you and I, well, at least I did, but you have watched me, hopefully, throughout these journeys. So you and I have just gotten to the finale of SHAWSCOPE Volume 1 from Arrow Video. Holy crap. This took me a lot longer than I thought it would. Honestly, it was mainly because the videos weren't necessarily doing great view-wise, so I didn't think the interest was there, so my interest dropped off, and I wasn't really clamoring to, shotgun this entire box set. It kind of wore me out. Anyway, we're here. The last two movies. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm excited. I hope you are as well, because we're going to be talking about One Dirty Hoe. That's right, this gate brings us a dirty hoe, and not the kind that you're thinking of, you dirty bastard. I'm talking about the kung fu type of dirty hoe. What does that mean? Well, you'll have to wait, because that's the second movie we'll be talking about today. Let's start with Heroes from the East. No, of the East. That's right, Heroes of the East. Honestly, doesn't matter if I got the title wrong or not. The title doesn't really fit the movie. As a matter of fact, on the special features, Tony Raines goes into how they had trouble titling this movie specifically. And this is what they ended up with. But you know what we've ended up with? Two decent movies for this final episode. So, Heroes of the East. Let's kick it off with that plot. Heroes of the East runs 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now, this is a movie that does it right. A unique story, limited amount of characters, and fights that don't feel repetitious. It's amazing how stubborn a Chinese husband and a Japanese wife can be. An arranged marriage between a Chinese kung fu master and a Japanese martial artist leads to tension a la War of the Roses. Now, I've been begging for a fun, simple plot, and I got it. As a matter of fact, it's almost too simple because you know the Chinese hero is going to win. First of all, it's a Shaw Brothers movie. It's played by Gordon Liu. There's no way he's going to lose to these Japanese masters, but you know, you go with it, you accept it, because you just want to see Gordon Liu kick ace, and he does indeed kick ace. What starts out like a romantic comedy morphs quickly into a tournament-style action movie. Gordon Liu has to face off against the Japanese experts and their various weapons and skills, which include kendo, ninjutsu, karate, and various weapons. And yes, I did say karate. What we don't get at the end is a satisfying reconciliation between the husband and wife, even though she does feel really bad about sicking half of Japan on her husband. Are you ready for this? 4 stars. 4 stars for Heroes of the East. The title doesn't really fit whatsoever because I thought it was a team of, heroes that beat up bad guys, but they're all kind of, it's kind of a China versus Japan type movie, but it's definitely more respectful than I've seen, before. It's not so, nationalistic, but it's a very fun film. That's the most important thing. This is a super fun film. The fights are very, very unique and different. He'll fight a nunchucks guy, he'll fight a spear guy, he'll fight a samurai sword guy, the karate guy, the sumo guy, kind of super strong sumo type guy. I like that. I liked it a lot. It kept it fun, it kept it interesting, and it kept it from being repetitive and dull. And having my brain just shut off completely because I just felt like I wasn't getting any kind of input to reference my old pal, Johnny 5. 4 stars, man. It's a good movie. I really, really enjoyed it. I think you're going to have a good time watching this one. It's very different, but still plays within the same ballpark. So there you go. 4 stars. Before we move on to my introduction of Dirty Hoe, I do want to point out another feature of this release. You get 2 CD soundtracks. I haven't really touched on these because honestly I don't even really have a CD player. I had to borrow one from my daughter who uses it to listen to show tunes. So here you get 2 different album tracks. I'm not sure, obviously varied composers because obviously you get 29 tracks in this one, and then you get 21 tracks in the first disc. And they have various listings and stuff, and I'll throw up a picture of the track listings there. Feel free to pause it and read at your leisure. You're looking at the disc 1, and then here's the artwork, or I should say the track listing for disc 2, and I'm pretty sure these have been remastered, but I'm not 100% sure on those. They might just be taken from whatever music library they were found in. DeWolf Music is the longest running library of production music in the world. So it looks like it's a collection of library music and things like that. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Speaking of which, let's get dirty with Dirty Ho. Dirty Ho is my favorite title ever, and it runs 1 hour and 43 minutes. I'm happy to report that the box set ends with a bang because I enjoyed Dirty Ho, and I know what that sounds like, so I hope my wife isn't watching. This inventive, engaging, and entertaining little film is one of the great action comedies to come out of the Shaw Brothers studio. Featuring some mind-blowingly creative fights that would feel quite at home in a Jackie Chan movie, Lau Kar Leung's Dirty Ho is the kind of stuff I was looking for in the Shaw Brothers box set to begin with. I'm not shitting your tits on that either, by the way. The fights here are amazing. Fantastic. I mean, the choreography in Dirty Ho will melt your brain. It's unbelievable because there's little things that the characters do. I mean, there's stuff that has to be so intricately rehearsed and planned out for it to work. So, I mean, I can't even imagine what the bloopers on this movie would look like, because I would imagine they burned a lot of film on fuck-ups. I can tell you that right now. But what is captured in the movie is fucking magic. Like, I have no idea how they pulled it off. I mean, it's like literally Jackie Chan style intricacy, and it is it's so great, and it works in this movie's favor, and it's the kind of shit I was hoping to see more of in this box set. Beyond the simple ho 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 ho, like that gets boring. This shit is interesting. Here we have the story of the 11th son of the Emperor. Our prince is on the run from his duties, and he befriends a guy named Ho, who goes on to be his student and eventually his protector when one of the prince's brothers continues to send assassins to kill his brother to secure the throne for himself. Now, if that sounded complicated, don't worry. It's very easily spelt out and understandable in the movie, thankfully. There is a lot happening in this one, and while I wasn't a fan of the overstuffed plotting before, here it's all weaved perfectly together, and it works. There is yet another training session, but thankfully it's brief and also pretty dang unique. Dirty Ho is one of those movies that morphs into what it really is about, and I honestly had no problem with it. At first it's kind of a silly, goofy comedy, and then it morphs into almost a political intrigue type film with assassins and princes on the run and things like that. But I enjoyed that. I really had no problem with it, taking a left turn and a right turn and then circling back, because it was all very rewarding and fun to watch. Dirty Ho is the one for me. I really liked this one. I had some issues with it. I think it is a little too long. All of these are a little too freaking long, but I enjoyed it overall. And again, is Gordon Liu kicking ass, and he's so good. He's so magnetic in this movie. This is kind of like the Gordon Liu double feature right here. If you know him from 36 Chambers and things like that, then the dude rocks. And he's really good in these. I've never seen these before, and I really like him. He has a really good screen presence. And he kicks ace in both of these films. But he kicks more ass in Heroes, but Dirty Ho is just a really fun movie to watch. Just one of those things where, wait, you have to rewind that. How the hell did they do that? That kind of stuff. Really, I mean, I can't even... hopefully I can be able to show you in the trailers, little footage I show. Hopefully it'll appear there. But God, intricate shit. I loved it. 4 stars. I'm going to go with 4 stars for it because I still think it's too long. I still think there are a couple elements that didn't really gel for me. But overall, it's a fun watch. I had a great time with it. And I'm so thrilled that the box set is going to end on a high note with 2 4-star movies. Hooray! This actually makes me excited for Volume 2, which I think is coming in June. I will not be doing a full deep dive like this. Well, it depends. It really depends. But right now, I don't see myself doing that. I might just do a box set Sunday and just review the whole thing at once. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, 4 stars for Dirty Ho, and let's talk special features real quick. There's only one special feature on this disc, but it's a doozy. Our buddy Tony Raines returns, and he speaks for 30 minutes about these films, touching on the behind the scenes, the cast and crew, all that good stuff. It's definitely well worth a watch. Something else I don't recall that I've touched on before is this booklet. I'm not sure if I showed it before, but it comes with a nice, big, thick booklet. It opens up like this, just like it would for the box set. And it's got, as you can see, big old spreads on the movies. It's got information on each film individually. It's fantastic. I mean, it really is, it really helps you dig deeper than just the special features included. So this little booklet is quite handy dandy. It's a little, unwieldy because it's so big, but, you know, I could probably take it with you in the toilet, and I doubt it'll fall in the toilet because it's so big, but you never know. You know, you might have a big toilet, I don't know. But it's worth a read if you want to get more information on the box set. And guess what I get to do now? Oh, I was going to sing Amazing Grace, but I don't know why I was going to do that. Anyway, boom! I get to put this to bed. Done! Done! I'm done. I'm very excited. Not because I hated it, but, you know, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. These are a lot of work, you know, filming these, editing, taking notes, all that stuff. It's a lot of work. I had fun with it, but, you know, I'm glad I get to put this aside and maybe touch on Shaw, you know, towards the end of the year for Volume 2. Thank you, Volume 1. Thank you, my dear friend, for watching. I appreciate your company. I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I appreciate you checking in and seeing how I'm doing. How are you, by the way? Let me know in the comments. I hope you're doing well. This is amazing. You're amazing. Let's call it a day. Your friendly neighborhood master Chaos bids you adieu. Take care of yourself. Remember, I love you. I love you just the way you are. We need a little peace and love in the world today. So maybe go out and make someone's day. Make someone smile. That would be great. Why don't you go ahead and do that, and you'll be rewarded with that wonderful, good karma. For now, bidding you adieu and signing off.